Hi folks, Jeremiah DeGreef here for PokerSavvyPlus.com. We've got the $26 full tilt poker freezeout that I started on in my last video, and we're just going to continue with that. Hopefully we're going to be able to get 3 good videos out of this and get some good information. So we ended up last time in this hand where we had pocket nines, and we're going to 3-bet the guy on our direct right, Raduku. So I'll just show that as a recap, because we're going to be card dead for a while here. Not winning any pots other than stealing the blinds once in a while, pretty much. Let me just say, it is a beautiful day here in Salt Lake City. It snowed all night last night, and it's April, so I'm a skier though, so hopefully I'm going to be able to get up to the slopes this week. Alright. And I digress. Sorry about that. Just a little bit excited. Let me go ahead and skip through a couple hands here. And there we go. I just skipped about 10 hands where I was just getting really bad cards and such. I'll try to let you know when I skip hands and when we're going through hand by hand. I've still got over 200 hands left in this hand history, so we will need to skip a few, even though I'm gonna try to make it try to make 3 videos out of this tournament. And if we skip some now, we'll be able to watch everything that goes down. Let's see what Danny Boy is squeezing with. Pocket fours. That's a reasonable hand to shove there. Probably about as light as I would want to go, because you're just not going to have that much fold equity. His stack size, let me back that up. He was shoving 8,800, and there was he was definitely giving everyone here more than 2-to-1 to call, so he's definitely going to get called the majority of the time, but I think it's a reasonable spot to shove, and I would probably shove here and not love it, but feel okay with it, just because he's going to get called and run into better hands fairly often, and then be flipping the rest of the time. Here, I raise a little bit smaller than my standard 2.5x with aces, but you'll notice that there is no small blind. Small blind's dead, and we're short-handed, so there's not as much money in the pot. That would be my reasoning for opening smaller, as opposed to changing my bet size based on the strength of my hand, which I mentioned in the previous video is something that I try not to do. We get 2 calls, 3 ways to the flop. Just bet. Not doing anything tricky. Just bet, hope they have a king and want to play for all the chips.